Yes team, welcome back to another video. Really excited for this one. We're going to be covering cold email relevancy and an actual path that you can take to signing seven-figure brands with ease. Now, if you've never seen me before, my name's Tom Granger. I'm the founder and CEO of Marketable Media. We help established marketing agencies scale their agency, grow their agency, and sign 2 to 5 clients every single month by packing their calendar with qualified sales calls that match their ideal client profile. So let's dive into cold email relevancy and how we can actually apply this to our cold email and how we can maximize the efficiency of our cold email campaigns. So what actually is relevancy? What is it? Well, it's a topic that's not talked a lot by gurus. Relevancy is how relevant your message actually is to your prospect. So what does this mean? Put simply, if you're reaching out to million-dollar brands, then you need to have a case study or case studies and an offer that actually aligns with their pain points and the problems that they're facing at that level. If you're just starting out, it's very unlikely that you have case studies that show any proof that you've worked with brands at that echelon or delivered results for brands that they would consider, a peer to their brands or brands on the same echelon. So you won't have an offer that actually aligns with their goals or pains at that level unless you've done significant market research and you know exactly what problems these guys are facing. So, for example, let's say that you offer Facebook ads as a service, an incredibly saturated niche, an incredibly saturated service, and a service that brands have been reached out to about thousands and thousands and thousands of times. So everyone and their dog is offering an increase in return on ad spend. So if you're offering an increase in return on ad spend, then you're not cutting through the noise and you're just one of 1,000 emails that lands in their inbox every single day. And is an increase in ROAS even relevant to a brand that's doing, say, $1 million every single month? Well, the likely answer is absolutely not. If they've scaled to $1 million a month, they're probably pretty good at running Facebook ads. They're probably pretty good at running advertising in general because they've made it to that point. So an increase in ROAS isn't necessarily what they're looking for. So what are they looking for? Well, typically brands at that level are looking to actually scale profitably while maintaining or decreasing their cost per acquisition. If they're at $1 million a month and they want to hit 10 million a month, then they have to find a way of getting there without burning an incredible amount of cash, remaining efficient, and reducing that first time cost per acquisition. Because if they can do that, then they can increase their lifetime value and they can have a much more profitable business. So this is an offer that's relevant to brands that are at that level. So then how do you actually offer that service? How do you break it down? Well, is it by creative testing? Is it some other testing or whatever it is, your unique mechanism that you have in place that allows brands to go from 1 to 10 million every single month? What is it? How you actually do that? Well, if you've never offered that service before and you haven't worked with a brand at that level, it's unlikely that you're going to know how to actually offer that service or build an offer that's relevant to them. Your offer actually needs to align with the pain that a brand is facing at that level if you're going to have any chance of success with cold email. You also need case studies to show that you've worked with brands of that echelon. So you're probably thinking, well, what's the point? I don't have any case studies. I don't have an offer that's relevant to brands of that level. So how do I even get there? Is it just luck? Do the people that have massive agencies that are working with these amazing seven-figure brands, are they just lucky? Is it just timing? Am I not in the right place at the right time? Well, the answer is no. And I'm going to show you a technique that you can use today that is not going to offer results straight away, but in 6 to 8 to 9 to 10 months, even a year, you can go from working with nobody and getting no results at all for no brands to working with seven-figure brands. And it's what I like to call rolling scaling. Everyone starts somewhere. And it's likely that when you're starting, you need to reach out to smaller brands that are less established, that are much more likely to work with you or give you a chance because, they don't necessarily they're not able to work with agencies that are working with higher echelon brands. So you need to build out an offer that's actually relevant to these smaller brands. If they're doing under 100K a month, it's likely that they are they would like an increase in return on ad spend because they're probably not running their Facebook ads in an efficient and successful way. So build out your offer and reach out to brands that are doing under 100K. So scrape a lead list that is under 100K or full of brands that are under 100K and make your messaging relevant to them. Make your messaging that it's, we work with brands that are doing under 100K and we take them to 200k every single month or something along those lines within a time frame, and offer them a guarantee. Especially if you don't have any results or any prior results previously, you need to have some sort of guarantee that a brand can look at and say, okay, you know, these guys are not that experienced, but they're offering a really good guarantee, and let's give these guys a risk. Now, once you've signed a brand on at that level and you've achieved them the results that you said that you were going to achieve them, let's say you took them from 100 to 200k, then you have results working with a brand that's doing 200k every single month. So if you catch my drift now, if you want to increase the echelon of brand that you're working to, scrape a lead list of brands that are doing 200k every single month. Reach out to them with the case studies that you've generated from your previous client, sign them on, then get them to 500k or 400k or whatever it is. And then you just keep creeping up the ladder, building up experience, building up case studies, tweaking your offer so that it's relevant to the brands that you're reaching out to, and you're just working your way up the ladder until you're at the point where you have experience working with those 7-figure brands. You have case studies showing that you've worked with 7-figure brands, so that when you reach out to them, you're much more likely to get responses and able to sign them on for much larger retainers, and you're actually able to work with these 7-figure brands. So if you're just starting out, implement a rolling scaling technique. Start small, increase incrementally over the course of, 3 to 6 to 9 to 10 months, even a year. It might take you that long to get there, but if you want to build a brand that's working with these huge 7-figure businesses, you're not going to do it on day one. It's going to take you, a year, 2 years to get there, but do it slowly. Hyper target your lead lists so that you're targeting the most relevant brands possible, and just keep going, plodding along and working your way up the ladder. And that's how I would take any marketing agency from zero to working with 7-figure brands. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, I know it's been a quick one, but I wanted to take you through this topic. I want you to go away and look at your campaigns right now and work out, are they relevant to who I'm reaching out to? Are my lead lists scattered all over the place with brands doing all sorts of revenue, or are they super hyper focused? Go away, take a look at that, and then come back and let me know in the comments. Remember to like the video, subscribe. I'm going to be posting a video every single week about cold email, cold outbound sales, and everything to do with cold outreach. So if you're interested in that topic or looking to scale your agency, remember to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell as well, because I'll be posting every single week. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next week. Cheers.